Yeah, I'm ready. Are we recording?
We're recording.
We're on. Oh.
Yeah. Piece of What's up, Fragrant World? Welcome back to another Stay Fresh production. My name is Justin Copeland. On this channel, Stay Fresh Productions, we talk about all things fragrance related. Any interest in that kind of content, please consider subscribing. Join the Fresh Squad today. It's as easy as a click. Click that button. You're a member of the squad. I'm gonna send you like money and free clothes I'm not gonna but you're gonna be the first to know when I drop a video, especially if you hit that notification bell. You get a notification every time I upload, so yeah, do it, please. And today we are joined once again by popular demand.
I'm Grace. I'm back.
This is Grace. And we just want to thank you guys so much for all your feedback on the last video, which was a raving success beyond what I could ever imagine. A lot of you said you want to see Grace again. We are delivering. And today we have a very exciting topic. Today we are talking about this or that. You can't see it here on the table, but I have 8 pairs of tester strips. On each pair we have 2 fragrances that are known to smell similar to one another. And there are some distinct differences between them, but you won't know them until after you assess which one you like more.
Ooh,
all right?
Okay.
Okay, so we got some heavy hitters here, and a lot of them that you guys probably know about, and maybe you're interested to see what Grace thinks about them. They've been drying down. Once again, we're doing it right. We've been drying down at least 15 minutes now. And again, all the bottles are stowed away, so she will see them afterwards. Let's start with our first pair. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, start with this.
Okay.
Okay, and here's your second to compare it to. And you're not obligated to like them, but at least pick one that is more pleasant to you.
I like the second one better.
Really?
Hold on, let me.
Okay, no, it's fine. Yeah, whatever feels good, that's what it is.
Really?
Oh yeah, we'll do whatever. There's no right or wrong answer here. Trust your intuition. Do you find them somewhat similar?
Kind of.
But they're pretty different.
But I feel like they're pretty different,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I feel like I'm changing my mind.
Just like top of the gut reaction, like I like this, or I don't really like this one. Don't even worry about me.
This one, the first one smells like way more fancy, mature, a little bit darker. The second one smells like super, I can smell like the same sort of elements underneath, but it smells kind of just like playful and...
So it sounds like you might prefer the first one, the way you described the two of them.
Yeah. Initially I liked the second one,
Yeah.
but I think I'm gonna go for the first. Okay. So
Let me see this one here.
Not that.
That's what I... This is what I thought would win.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so let me show you what you picked.
Ooh, what did I pick?
Our fragrance that did not win is Mont Blanc Legend Night. This is not the most popular fragrance, especially in this collection, mainly because it doesn't perform well. It just doesn't last very long. And at least for me and a few other people, it smells similar to this fragrance, which you chose, Armani Code Profumo, which is a showstopper. This one is an all-star. This has been out for like 5 years, and it's been a favorite of a lot of people. And they do carry a similar profile. I mean, look at the bottles. They're even kind of similar in aesthetic here. They have some shared notes, but this one is just has more character to it. It's just stronger. So I'm not surprised you chose this one. Both sweet, kind of aromatic, playful scents, but this one just has a little bit of an edge, I think. So not a bad choice. Again, there are no bad choices here. You can choose whatever you want. Cool?
Cool.
Here's the next pair.
Number 2. Wait, which one was this? That.
These two might be a little bit more similar.
Definitely this one.
Okay, not even a question.
No.
All right. Let me make sure, because I smelled them both and I'm like, wait, which one is which? Okay.
Did I smell the right end of this one?
Yeah, you smell them right. Okay. Yes, I know what you chose. So, let me get the pair out.
Thank goodness. So like, I don't know how you keep track.
It's the nerd in me. The fragrance that did not make it to I guess there's no final round here. There's just whoever wins out of the pair. Dior Eau Sauvage. Great scent. We smelled the Parfum version last time. This is the original. And I think I know why it may have lost to Scandal Parfum Cologne from Roger Parfums. Similar profile. This just has more depth, more complexity to it. These have been drying down the same amount of time. You can't really detect this one. This one's a little lighter, at least to me. I smell this one way more prominently on its test strip. Typically, the one that has more presence might be the one that wins, but not all the time. You might prefer the lighter one.
Who knows?
You never know. Either way, Scandal is the way to go. Way more expensive. In this case, maybe you're getting more quality, but you be the judge of that.
I do.
But in this video,
I do have expensive taste.
Well, it shows blindly. You don't even have to know what you're smelling, and you pick the expensive one. Alrighty. Now, don't get us wrong. The Dior is a classic. Love it. All right. This or that.
I feel like I'm on a game show.
You are.
What do I win?
Something.
Well, these are super similar.
They are.
This one smells grassier to me, though.
This one does? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And this one's definitely lighter.
Yeah.
That
wins. That. Okay. Yeah, this is what I thought. Once again. So the fragrance that did not win is an older fragrance. This is from Davidoff. This is called Zino. And this is, I think, from 1986, something like that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
It's pretty old.
it's older than us.
Yes. It is. Would you be able to tell by smelling it, like, oh, this smells kind of old?
It didn't.
No? There you go. The fragrance that won, Tom Ford, Beau de Jour. This originally came out within the last 5 years, but they rebottled it just last year into this form. Maybe reformulated it, but not really. Either way, they discontinued it for a while because it didn't sell well. And then they moved it down to what they call their signature line. It wasn't the private blend line, which is the more upscale line. They moved it down to private to signature. A little bit less expensive, but basically the same fragrance. Smells very much like Zino.
Yeah.
But I think it has a little bit more oomph to it. It's a stronger scent. This is an eau de parfum. I think it has more character. It's a little bit more mossy, maybe.
Yeah.
Than the Zino. Maybe that's that grassy element you were talking about. By the way, none of these are competing with one another in terms of the pairs. These are just, we're staying in the lane of each one. Who wins in each pair? Alrighty, this or that.
These are very similar.
Which one speaks to grace? And the softest and most reassuring of
Undisturbing.
Yes.
Is undisturbing a word?
I believe so.
Wow. I think I like this one.
Is that the that? That is always on the right.
Yeah. I'm really torn.
How do you feel about them in general?
So this one, I feel like the first one's a little bit cleaner.
Okay, totally get that.
A little bit stronger.
Okay.
This one smells a little bit sweeter,
Sure.
but a little bit lighter.
Interesting. Okay.
I think I'm drawn to the stronger ones just because they have more presence. So I think I'm gonna have to go with this.
Okay.
And lay that by the wayside.
This one. Okay. Okay. This one might make some people sad, but it's okay. So the one that did not make it is actually a favorite of a lot of people. This is called London-based brand.
I love Penhaligons.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Now this doesn't mean that.
It's how Fetty Cedar's brand.
Exactly. Now this does not mean that Grace doesn't like this fragrance, right? Let's be clear.
Definitely does not mean that.
Right. It just means that the fragrance that they are very similar.
They're very similar.
But this barely beat it out is At the Barber's from Margiela. This is a solid scent. These are both barbershop style fragrances. They are meant to smell like you're fresh out of the barbershop, maybe freshly shaven.
Yeah.
You know, they have lots of lavender, spices, herbs. There's some wood, some sweeter elements, maybe leather and things like
I
that.
definitely would have been influenced by the bottle.
Yes. I mean, which do you prefer?
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, this is a beautiful bottle.
And look at its little bow.
It has a little bow. It's ready for the evening. But hey, it was a close battle. This one, I am for some reason getting this stronger. This is not a slouch by any means, but this was coming through a little stronger for some reason on the strip. But there we go. Two great barbershop scents. Yeah, either one of them are great. They're both a little pricey. This one's more expensive. You're looking at 200 plus for this. This is probably around 120, something like that. Let's get our next pair. This or that.
So much pressure.
None at all, none at all.
Wow. Oh, these are so good.
Are they similar?
They do smell similar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad I have to pick one.
Again, it doesn't mean the other one is not good. At least it just means in this moment, on paper, you prefer one over the other.
This one smells kind of smoky.
Okay, I think you're right about that.
Also sweet.
Quite sweet, yeah.
This is really good. This one is also has like quite a depth to it. Not quite as sweet.
Sure, not quite as sweet, yeah.
But still sweet.
Oh, yeah.
This one. I don't know, is this gonna make people
No,
sad
no,
too?
no. Again, it doesn't matter. Is this the one you like more?
I don't know. I really like them both.
Well, that's something to note.
And then they change.
They do change.
Okay, actually, I like the first one.
This? Okay, final answer? Yeah, I mean, again, I don't mean to put any
You're
pressure.
not trying to...
No.
I can't.
Are we gonna have to have our first tie here? We can do that if.
Oh man.
What's it gonna be?
It's so hard not knowing what they are. This is a very hard one.
That's what I was going for.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to go with that, which was my first instinct was that.
Okay, always go with the first
I'm gonna
instinct.
go with that. Okay.
Alrighty.
What in the world was I smelling?
The fragrance that did not make it is from Argos. This is called Triumph of Bacchus.
Okay.
One of my favorites from the brand for sure.
Great.
It is known to have similarities to a fragrance from Mancera, Paris-based house. I only have a decant. This is called Red Tobacco. I find Triumph of Bacchus definitely sweeter, more syrupy in a way, even a little smoother. Red Tobacco is stronger, even though this is already pretty strong, but this is even stronger. It has a lot of oomph to it. It really kind of just smacks you. Penny, you are not gonna like it over here when you get some of these smells.
Do you want to smell a couple? This or that, Penny?
Okay, so Red Tobacco wins by, it seems, just this much. Just the smallest margin.
The smallest amount.
Alrighty. Well, let's keep it moving here. Okay, this or that. Getting interesting now.
Ooh. Oh. What? These smell the same?
Just kidding, I sprayed the same one twice. Placebo effect.
Wow, these are so similar.
Okay.
But there is differences. This one's a little more lemony.
Okay.
Like a brighter citrus. They
Okay.
both smell citrusy,
For
but
sure, for sure.
this one's like more like softer.
Totally get that.
This one smells grassier to me too.
Yeah.
That, I like that.
Okay. I'm not surprised to hear that. There's a lot of controversy between these two.
Oof.
Fragrance that did not make it.
Oh.
Creed Aventus. Now, the reason why I'm not surprised this didn't make it is because this is a new bottle of Aventus, and we've talked about this.
Yeah.
It's been reformulated. It's not what it used to be. I have an older bottle that unfortunately went bad.
Oh yeah.
And if that bottle was still good, it probably would have won over this other fragrance, which is a clone. This is intended to be a cologne. They set out, unlike all these other fragrances, they set out to clone Creed Aventus. This comes from a brand called Parfums Vintage, and basically their entire brand is kind of focused around Aventus, and they have like 15 clones of it at this point, but
just of the same fragrance.
I mean, with different facets, like more pineapple here, more vanilla there, more smokiness there. You know, really trying to like kind of copy the different batches of Aventus that have been good over the years. This is called Emperor Eau de Parfum. I prefer this to Aventus because it's not exactly the same. It is pretty close to my old bottle. More citruses, more pineapple in here, which is what Aventus is known for. It's juicier, it has more of a density to it, and it's just stronger as well, at least compared to the new bottles. So it was kind of, I thought Aventus may not make the cut, but your first reaction had me curious. I'm like, oh, it seems like you enjoyed it. Like, oh, this is good. Because I think I've had you smell this one time a while back, but I didn't compare it to anything. You just didn't really care for it, from what I remember. But at least in this context, that's what we're dealing with. Okay, this is all good for them to know too, because the people want to know, like, should I get this one or that one? You know, this is just a very narrow snapshot. Keep that in mind. This is not how any of these fragrances will come off to everyone in your life.
That's
just keep
true.
that in mind. One opinion, but a very important one. This or that. First of all, are they similar?
Yeah, they smell very similar to me.
Okay.
But different. This.
I thought the same thing. And I didn't think that until I just smelled them before I gave them to you.
Oh, okay.
At least on paper, it's not even close. On skin, it's a little different. The fragrance that did not make it. A lot of controversy here. This is Armani Club de Nuit Milestone. This is a relatively new scent. It came out a year or two ago, and they sought to clone Creed Millésime Impérial, which you picked as the winner. Armani also cloned Aventus in a bottle that's similar to this. It's all black, called Club de Nuit Intense Man. Used to own that, not anymore. Probably the best clone at the time it came out. And there's been a lot of others, as we've seen, obviously. This is probably the best clone you can get of Millésime Impérial, but there's something about this one that the magic of it you can't really replicate. It has just a different kind of depth to it, I think. It's characterized by like sea saltiness. It's kind of marine-like. There's some fruity nature in there. There's some iris. It actually has a little bit of this almost dusty, powdery floral nature kind of in there, and it's also quite musky. At least on paper, Millésime wins no contest. This smells kind of flat, kind of chemically. But on skin, this stuff is good, and it's actually quite strong. Now, I happen to have an older bottle of Millésime Impérial. This is from 2016, and this one actually still performs well. Newer bottles, not so much, but this one's still good. So the OG wins. Okay, and
one for Creed on the board.
that's right. And here's our final pairing: this or that. Wow. This might be indicative. I can't even tell which side I sprayed because it's it's somewhere. It's either side.
Oh, weird.
But it's so light, which is kind of what I was expecting, which is just unfortunate. So this one might not even be much of a contest because I don't know what you can smell from that. I can barely smell it. I can barely smell it.
I'm like, where's your power?
Just dying off.
Oh yeah, we'll have to go with that.
Okay.
I actually like this one better.
You like this one?
From what I can tell.
Do you like this one better?
Well, I can't really tell what it smells like.
Okay.
But of the faint smells that I get, this one smells like obviously stronger, but it also smells more synthetic to me.
Okay.
So like I like this one better from the faint.
Okay. I mean, then that's what we can go with. It's about what you like better, what actually like is more pleasant as you sniff it.
I can't really smell.
How about this? What if I
do
respray?
a little fresh spray.
Yeah, this is going to be the opening.
Okay. I mean, I didn't get fresh sprays, so.
That's true. we saved time this time around. So this shouldn't really change the scent of what you smell. It'll just be stronger.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely this.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me show you what you chose. This might be a surprise to some people. This was a surprise to me.
This might be a surprise to me as well.
So there's been a lot of talk about this fragrance as of late. It came out last year. I reviewed it. I've tried it on skin, and I think you've tried this on my skin, and you enjoyed it quite a bit. And this fragrance in itself, it's really just poking holes in Creed, in their model, in what they're doing with their fragrances. So this is from Armani yet again. This is called Club de Nuit Sillage. You did not choose this one. This one has been known to be one of the closest clones to any Creed fragrance thus far. At least on paper, I totally agree with you. I don't think this smells great on paper. On paper, Creed, the quality really just comes through. It's just higher quality ingredients.
Yeah.
That much is indisputable. But on skin, you actually preferred this one. But that was a few months ago. I put them on my hands and you liked this one more. And I did too. So the winner in this case, at least on paper, is the original Silver Mountain Water, which unfortunately this is a newer bottle. It barely lasts. Obviously, as you can see, it didn't last more than 45 minutes on paper. Maybe that was like 30 minutes on paper. Wow. And it was already dying off. So first blast at very least is great. But by hour 4 or 5, it's totally gone. It's like you didn't spray anything when you at all. It's really sad. It wasn't always this weak, but at least on the first spray, you can really tell the quality. That's what it sounds like. So at least for today, in this video.
This tiny little video.
Silver Mountain Water, the OG, still holds on to its title very loosely. I'll say that. Because this does outperform it by a long shot. So that's it.
That's fun.
Now, I'd love to know, I didn't plan to do this, if you could pick one fragrance that really hit you out of all these fragrances, which one did you truly just like, man, that was good?
I think this one. But can I smell a couple again?
Of course. And I know it's not really fair to compare all of them to each other, but just for the sake of simplicity, choose whichever one you really loved.
Yeah, I really loved this combo.
The Triumph of Bacchus and Red Tobacco.
Okay, can we have top 3? No, just pick one.
You can do top 3.
All right, we'll do this one. This was my fave. Oh, you said I can do top 3?
Yeah. You can do top 3.
Okay, 1.
Okay, so Red Tobacco is number 1.
Scandals 2.
Scandal number 2. Alrighty.
And this one's 3.
Wow. Beau de Jour from Tom Ford. That's our top 3. I gotta say, I'm surprised about Red Tobacco.
Are you?
I didn't expect you to dislike it, but I think I expected you to like Triumph of Bacchus more. But this, maybe it just has more oomph to it, which maybe just spoke to you more. Maybe it's not quite as sweet. I don't know what it was exactly, but
I don't either.
I mean, it's a good scent.
It's a great scent.
Yeah, it smells
I really
good.
like the bottle of this one better, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the actual bottle, obviously. That's why if you had seen them, it would have been kind of influential. But either way, a great top 3.
I know, I really love both of these. They were very close, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Triumph of Bacchus and the other one.
Well, that's it. Grace, thanks again. This was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it.
I hope you enjoyed it.
I just love putting fragrances in front of people's faces. That brings me joy. Because I have too many. I can't smell them all by myself.
I know.
I have a lot. You tell me if it's a problem. I'll understand.
It's
anyway.
Not a problem.
Good answer. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.